These 4A sections right now, and every single one completely loaded. You go to Section 1, Hampton swept the season series with Highlands, both solid programs. Hampton 15-2, Highlands 14-3. Freeport, they're not a bad team either at 11-6. They knocked Uniontown out of the playoffs a season ago. Down in 2A, or Section 2 and 4A, Lincoln Park at 17-1 overall, 9-0 in the conference. We saw them against Laurel Highlands earlier on this year. Beavers had a nice season this year, 13-3. North Catholic 6-2 in the conference, 10-6 overall. Conceivably, you look through these conferences in 4A, you could have 10-11 contenders of teams that could appear in a WPIAL championship game.
A lot of teams can win. That's kind of like 3 years ago, the Mustangs came out of nowhere, and nobody was predicting the Mustangs to win that title in Rod's freshman year. So you just never know. Like you said, the team that gets hot at the right time and goes through, gets a couple of breaks here and there, and before you know it, they're playing at the peak.
I think Laurel Highlands conceivably could have had an easier time playing in 5A this year than 4A, just looking at the stack of teams in the 4A classification.
Yep, for sure.
Should be a fun night. We'll take our final break before the opening tip-off. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin here on WMBS, the Trimble High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF Financial for well-qualified individuals. 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 6,500 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Prime Rozak and Steve Superk back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Mustangs and the home whites, blue numbers, red trim, their bench off to our left tonight. The Albert Gallatin Colonials and the away blacks, silver numbers, white trim, their bench off to our right against Keandre DeShields, Rodney Gallagher, Mason Bullish, Blaze Krisner, Patrick Kavanaugh for the Mustangs, Blake White, Cameron Pratt, Isaac Ellsworth, Steve, a freshman they're very high on, Grayson Jarrett, and Shymere Wilson for Shea Fleener's Albert Gallatin Colonials. The Mustangs 14-2. The Albert Gallatin Colonials sitting at just 3-11. Albert Gallatin looking for their first conference win of the season. In fact, you look at this Albert Gallatin program, Steve, they've really struggled here over the last couple of weeks. They've lost 8 games in a row, just trying to turn things around here over the final 2 weeks of the regular season.
Trying to eke out a win somewhere. You know, it's going to be not too many opportunities left, but what a big one this would be for the Colonials if they could somehow hang in this game.
And again, they have not played since last Tuesday when they fell against Uniontown, so they're plenty rested and ready to go here for Laurel Highlands senior night game, and a great crowd on hand as always here, Steve, at Laurel Highlands High School. They've packed this place all season long. It's their fan appreciation day. They're doing some player autographs after the game, and the whole community's really come out for the Mustangs and the Colonials. And
senior night.
Yeah, it's also senior night over at Uniontown as well. So a lot of folks watching local basketball around the area, whether in person or on our live streams here this evening.
Yep, should be, like I said, hopefully the Colonials can hang in there to keep this competitive for a while, and that'd be pretty nice for everybody here watching. But the Mustangs just never know. Every night it's a little different. And, when the ball gets thrown up in the air, you just don't know what's going to happen. But the Mustangs have been playing very well all season. So I expect more of the same tonight.
We talked about this Mustangs senior class, the amount of success they've had. Rodney Gallagher, Steve, now 1,732 career points, 204 shy of Nick Bosnick's school record of 1,936. Keandre DeShields, not bad numbers either, 1,252 career points coming into this game.
Yeah, that's a lot of points for two guys on the same, basically been playing at the same time. And clearly the best two players in the section, maybe in the WPIAL as a tandem. It's just, they get a little help. You never know. They might make another run.
It's going to be interesting to see Vernon this week, Steve. It took them a while to kind of get into form. They had a number of players on their football team. Of course, they won a state championship playing PIAA football into mid-December, and they have Uniontown tonight, Laurel Highlands on their home floor on Friday. It's going to be a very interesting week, not only with the Mustangs, but the entire 4A classification, kind of see how things shake out. Yeah,
I mean, Vernon, you got to figure those kids are probably just getting into their basketball groove, if you will, right now. I mean, they've, you go and get that far and win a state title in football, there's got to be a little aftershock as well. I mean, a little celebration, right? A little bit, a week to unwind and feel good about yourself, probably a parade or two or whatever they were doing to celebrate. And, so it probably took a toll on the basketball season for sure, especially early in the year.
Keandre DeShields in the center circle, jump against Blake White. We'll get the Section 3 4A matchup underway. From Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs win the opening tap. Back to Rodney Gallagher, holds here, edge of the zone, looks back towards the Mustang bench for some directions. Off to Blaze Krisner on the far side. Blaze sending it back off to Keandre. Mustangs feeling out the Colonials a little bit here on this opening possession. Rodney coming into Keandre, jumper near elbow, on the way in good. Keandre DeShields off to a nice start with the opening 2 points of the game.
2-3 zone. Keandre just flashed right to the middle. They got him the ball. He turned around and put it right up. Good job of the Mustangs.
Shymir Wilson swinging it over to Ellsworth. We mentioned him earlier, the talented freshman. Out to White, who missed there on a deep three. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be rolled off of Laurel Highlands and out. We'll stay with Albert Gallatin here in the Mustang zone. And Steve, also have to send out get well wishes to Laurel Highlands assistant coach John Smith. Actually checked in our live stream, says he has the flu. Wishes everyone the best of luck, and he's enjoying our broadcast here tonight, so get well soon, Coach Smith. And the Mustangs force an early turnover here. Krisner up to Gallagher, kick out to Bolish. Ball fake on the three, now he'll reload. Came up a little bit short underneath. White pulling down the rebound there for Albert Gallatin.
Good look by Bolish, just a little off, but the Mustangs look pretty good so far.
Colonials back on the other side. Baseline floater, no good. I think that was Jarrett. The Mustangs, the rebound. Good bounce pass from Keandre, but Blaze Krisner couldn't hang on. Goes out of bounds. And back over to Albert Gallatin.
A little bit of extra English on that one by Keandre. And he kind of thread the needle right there, and the ball just could not be held onto by Krisner.
Shymir Wilson brings it across. A little flip off to his right, and a three on the way, and good Isaac Ellsworth. There's that freshman we were talking about, Steve. His 21st made three of the season, and Albert Gallatin a 3-2 lead over Laurel Highlands here at the 6:39 mark of the first.
Well, one thing we know from all these years of watching Shea Fleener coach teams, they're not afraid to fill it up. Those guys don't pass up too many open shots.
Bolish had it blocked away underneath. There's Blake White coming back on the other side. Over to Shymir Wilson for a three, trying to bank it home. Barely spun out, and Patrick Kavanaugh, the rebound there for the Mustangs. Off and across to Keandre. Sends it off to his left to Rodney. Three from the far wing, good. Rodney Gallagher, that's his 33rd, made 3 of the season. Mustangs go on top 5-3 here at the 6:07 mark of the first.
I thought you were going to say your patented line of 3 from the parking lot, because that was pretty close to that.
It was deep. The Mustangs go up 2 at 5-3. And now AG trying to answer back again, and they do. That was Ellsworth again, Steve. His second made 3.
Catch and shoot. No hesitation at all from Ellsworth.
Here's Keandre on the far wing, back over to Rodney again. Albert Gallatin, a 6-5 lead over Laurel Highlands. Polish back in the corner. 3-ball a little short. Tipped out of bounds, should be off the Colonials, and out it is. It'll stay Mustang basketball here in the Albert Gallatin zone. Also hello to Ed Walensky from Sandy Howell Notary Services. They're open until 8:30 tonight for any of your late night notary needs. Here's Rodney Gallagher to send it in left of the basket in the Albert Gallatin zone into Keandre on the elbow. Shot didn't drop. A little contact there from Jarrett. No foul called. And Shymir Wilson, the rebound there for Albert Gallatin. Off and across to Blake White, who appeared to get stripped going up. No foul call. Just ruled out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands. It'll be Albert Gallatin's basketball.
You might need your score sheet notarized at the end of the game.
Yes. Well, you never know. It could be a big game for somebody out there.
Yeah.
I want to keep it for years to come. Colonials descended and bounced it on the near side to Grayson Jarrett, trying to back in here on Gallagher, and he's called for the travel.
Yeah, just backed in on Gallagher. Little turn. He had his back to the basket. Looked like he was going to maybe go for the fadeaway. Then he took just an extra shuffle, the old Texas two-step. And the turnover goes back to the Mustangs.
Our buddy Big George very excited about Keandre DeShields' commitment this afternoon to St. Francis. And he thinks Keandre is going to go off here tonight. We'll see. Has it right now on the near block. Little ball fake. Now he'll fire and connect. Keandre DeShields with 4. The Mustangs back on top 7-6 here at the 5-minute mark of the first.
Big George texted me last week down at that PGA show I was working.
3 coming back. White off the mark. Battle for the loose ball rebound here on the near side, and getting stripped going up there was Jarrett.
Nice.
Mustangs with an outlet pass too far from Krisner, intended for Patrick Kavanaugh. Colonials get it back.
Like the idea from Krisner, just a little too far, and Kavanaugh had no chance. Even if he caught it, he would have been falling into the AG cheerleaders.
Another one of our fine clients, Steve. Attorney Vincent J. Teaberry checking in our live stream as well.
He's usually at the games.
Yes, he is. And been tied up with some late night legal work.
Yeah.
You never know. Here's Cameron Pratt. Little switch back here on the near side to Ellsworth. Thought about firing another one, but decides to pull it back here to White high on the right. Kavanaugh comes out defensively. White trying to pivot off. Gets a little help there from Cameron Pratt. A little miscommunication there on the bounce pass. Goes out of bounds and back over to Laurel Highlands.
He thought he was going to go a little back door, and he had the guy, his teammate just quit running, and the ball just went out of bounds into the band over there.
Competitive early on, a 7-6 lead for Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. 4:20 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Rodney out to Keandre on the far wing. They brought out a double a little bit on him and then backed off. Krisner touch between the circles into Kavanaugh, back to Rodney. Baseline jumper near side from 14. No good. Offensive rebound. Mason Bola scores on the putback. His first 2 of the game, sending it in on the far block. And the Mustangs extend the lead to 3 now, 9-6. Here's Ellsworth looking for another 3, a bit too strong. Get a little contact outside the arc. No foul call there on Kavanaugh. Mustangs pick up another rebound. Racing back. Long 2 up top. Gallagher no good. Kavanaugh offensive rebound. Got the putback to go. Patrick Kavanaugh, that ball sat on the rim before dropping in, and it gives the Mustangs a 5-point lead at 11-6.
It didn't look smooth there. Kavanaugh just kind of had his back, kind of a side angle shot, but he had a nice soft touch on it, and he got the roll.
Shymir Wilson, tough shot, couldn't get it to go. He got an offensive rebound. Another floater coming back, an air ball there from Cameron Pratt, and Blaze Krisner out of the pack with it here for the Mustangs. Krisner bounces it off to his left to Rodney. Rodney out to Keandre. He'll fire a high arcing 3 and hit it. Keandre DeShields 7 already. Timeout Albert Gallatin. 3:14 left here in the first. Mustangs up 8 at 14-6. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer tooth whitening, clear braces, and same-day crowns. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
Albert Gallatin with the basketball as we come back. Shymere Wilson driving, leaning, scoring, and drawing the foul in the process. Shymere Wilson, his first 2 of the game. Cologne, no! They called a charge there, Steve.
Wow.
Charge call there on Wilson. Wow. No basket.
Nope.
I thought for sure that was going to be the and one.
Yeah, I think the whole gym did. I can't believe Mustangs got that call. That's a first foul of the game, and I don't think Shea having a little chat quietly with the official. And I don't think Shea liked that call.
Shea actually had a serve, Steve, about a week ago, a 2-game suspension for a little altercation with an official as Keandre DeShields drains another 3 for Laurel Highlands. Keandre 10 here in the opening quarter, and it's a 17-6 lead for the Mustangs over the Colonials. Here at the 2:28 mark of the first. Wilson coming back, got blocked that time by Krisner. Deflected into the hands of Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher floating one up from the near side, a little contact, and they call the charge on Rodney. I don't know what else he could have done there, Steve. I didn't like either charge on either side there on Wilson down here or Gallagher down on this side.
Well, you know, I get myself in trouble sometimes, but that looked like the old makeup call to me. I think he realized maybe.
I agree with you. I don't think either charge should have been called.
Right.
Here's Wilson pulling it back on the right. By the way, on our Peaches Pharmacy scoreboard, Uniontown off to a 16-12 lead over Bell Vernon. So the Red Raiders up 4 over the Leopards. That game late first quarter over at Uniontown High School. Colonials with it here, down 11. They have it far corner in the Laurel Highlands zone. Now Wilson resets out to the wing. Watch there by Bullish. Now it comes baseline far side. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go. Ball loose underneath the control there out of the pack. Mason Bullish. Off and across to Rodney here on the near side. Rodney coming inside. Pretty move in the finish. Rodney Gallagher scooped that one up and in. And the Mustangs go up 13 at 19-6 here at the 1:32 mark of the first.
Well, just really the only 2 buckets, just those 2 3-pointers for the Colonials, and that's going to be a jump ball.
A good battle down low. Blaze Krisner. Solid defense there on Shymere Wilson, forcing that jump ball.
Bittner and Schwartzberger will check in.
The Colonials will send it back in now with Isaac Ellsworth, who hit those opening 2 threes. Ellsworth will bounce it in here in the corner to Cameron Pratt. Back between the circles now to Blake White. Near side again to Ellsworth. Back in the corner. Cameron Pratt misses there on a 3. Offensive rebound brought down out in front. And getting blocked going up there, Steve, was Caden McKay. And now whistled down low.
It's going to go on Kavanaugh.
Foul called here on the Mustangs.
And Pratt makes the basket and gets bumped by Kavanaugh. He'll get the chance for the old-fashioned 3-point bucket.
So they give Pratt the basket, his first 2 of the game. It's 19-8 Laurel Highlands, 1:06 left here in the first. Now Pratt trying to cap off the 3-point play. Free throw is up on the way and no good for Cameron Pratt. They got an offensive rebound and Grayson Jarrett just floats it back up and in. First 2 of the game for Jarrett. Colonials still hanging around. They're down 19-10. Impressing the Mustangs. Don't see too much of that. Keandre brings it across. Kavanaugh wide open down low. He'll go strong and bank it home. Patrick Kavanaugh now with 4. The Mustang lead back up to 11 at 21-10. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Quick long 2 coming back. In and out there on the attempt from Cameron Pratt. Mustangs the rebound. Rodney running back just lost the handle. And underneath, they're going to say that ball was tied up. You had Nate Schwartzfeger there battling with Caden McKay, and the Mustangs get it this time off the arrow.
You got Gallagher was going full speed and just lost control of it.
Now Rodney will send it in near side. We'll pull it up top to Michael Bittner. He won our Fayette County Commissioner Vince Faciti's player of the game in the Mustangs' last contest on the road Friday against Elizabeth Forward. We're down to 23 seconds left here in the first. Laurel Highlands leading by 11. Here's Rodney, edge of the zone, off to Keandre on the far side. Mustangs likely holding here for the last shot. Now Keandre gets fouled by Isaac Ellsworth. Be his first, team second. The only other AG foul went on Shymir Wilson on that questionable charge earlier. You have 15 seconds now left in the quarter, and Keandre will send it in, likely going into the backcourt here to Rodney Gallagher. Keandre will bounce it in now to Rod. Brings it back across. Touch there from Bittner. Bittner a little pivot, looking for operating room. Goes off to his left. Off balance shots. And they're going to call a blocking foul that time on Albert Gallatin. No, there's a charge. There's a charge, yep. They stay consistent with it.
This guy likes to call his charges.
So the Colonials get it back again. Down 11 with 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. We're going on the near side to Shymir Wilson. Wilson back across. Wilson a seam, got stripped going up. Ball rolls out of bounds with 0.6 seconds left here in the quarter. Again, it will stay with Albert Gallatin. It'll be Isaac Ellsworth to send it in. Ellsworth trying to go quickly in on the near side. Ball was kicked by Gallagher. Took 0.3 of a second off.
Now they just got to try to tip it in if they...
That's all they can do at this point. They'll send it in to White. He got rejected there by Keandre to end the quarter. So after one, it's Laurel Highlands 21, Albert Gallatin 10. We're back with the second quarter and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
I'm Melinda Delarose. As an assistant district attorney, I've protected Fayette County families and fought to uphold our constitutional rights. As a prosecutor and trusted local attorney, I've provided victims of crime with a strong voice and put criminals behind bars. My pledge to you as judge is to follow the law, always maintain the highest ethical standards, and to run a courtroom that's respectful of your time and tax dollars. I'm Melinda Delarose, asking for your vote for judge.
Paid for by friends of Melinda Delarose.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 21-10, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert. Snags, Donnie Santor behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon and Ford of Uniontown. By the way, in our Peachens Pharmacy scoreboard, the Uniontown Red Raiders a 24-17 second quarter lead over Bell Vernon. So far, Steve, a pretty good night for both the Red Raiders and the Mustangs. Let's see if they can hold on to these leads. The Colonials working right to left. We'll get the basketball here to start the second quarter. Shymir Wilson off to Blake White. Setting the screen there is Jeremiah Darnell as White backs off and resets high on the right. White trying to spin in. I'll take a step back three from the far wing. It's an air ball. Antoine Black will let it go out of bounds, and it'll be Laurel Highlands basketball. So Black seeing his first game action, Steve. We mentioned earlier, picked up a Division I football scholarship offer last week to Penn State. His first D1 offer, so congratulations to Antoine. We'll send it in here to Rodney Gallagher. Rodney bringing it across. Directs traffic up top. Watched there by Cameron Pratt. Rodney switches now with Blaze Krisner. Touch from Michael Bittner. Near side to Rodney. He'll fire the three. It's on the way. Short off the front of the rim. Hustles trying to track down the rebound. A little tip back to Keandre. Now trying to spin off of two defenders. Fronted there by Jeremiah Darnell. And now Keandre resets up top. Comes inside. Pretty move in the finish for Keandre DeShields. Has 12 already, Steve. And the Mustangs lead up to 13 at 23-10. 7:08 left before halftime. Shymir Wilson back on the other side. Sends it off on the wing. There to Cameron Pratt. Off to his left, back to Shymir. Had an open look, didn't fire the three, then got bumped there by Blaze Krisner, who will pick up the foul.
You notice all the fouls being called by the one official, the head referee there. The other guys aren't blowing their whistles at all.
Mustang lead at 13 with 6:55 left before halftime. Cameron Pratt to work it in. He needs to hurry. Finally sends it in. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
That's just a mental mistake there by Jarrett. Actually, in his defense, Coach Fleener was yelling to throw it back to Wilson, who was back in the back court, and then they threw it in to our left, and then Jarrett was probably thinking, oh, okay, Coach wants the ball to go to Wilson, and he knew as soon as he threw it, poor kid knew he made a mistake.
So the Mustangs now reset in the Albert Gallatin zone. Here's Rodney Gallagher on the near side, dumped down to Keandre, posting up for the Mustangs. Take a fadeaway long two, no good. Backside rebound picked up there by Isaac Ellsworth. Off and across, Shamir Wilson, high feed down low, brought down by Cameron Pratt. Reset back up top, three from the parking lot. Off the mark there from Ellsworth. Rebound deflected around, kept alive by Cameron Pratt, who reloads. Another miss from the far side, and Blaze Krisner picks up the rebound there for the Mustangs.
The thing we said earlier, those Colonials not afraid to fire it up from outside.
Krisner wide open, 3 too deep off the back iron. Antoine Black, offensive rebound back to Keandre, who drives from the far side and puts it up and in. 14 already for Keandre to Shields. The Mustang lead at 15 at 25-10 with 6 minutes left before halftime. Here's Blake White, fronted there by Keandre. They try to set the screen from Darnell. White comes near baseline, tough shot, but leans it up and in. First two of the second quarter for Albert Gallatin, the first two of the game for Blake White. 25-12 Mustangs with 5:42 left before halftime. Here's Rodney up top, fires a pass down low. Krisner kicks it in the corner. Bittner fires the three. It's an air ball, deflected around down low. Still loose. And we're going to get a foul, I think, called here on Laurel Highlands.
It's going to be probably on Bittner. I'm going to guess either, him or Krisner, but they call it on Bittner. That's his second.
And two quick ones off the bench for Michael Bittner. Albert Gallatin will send it in with Cameron Pratt.
Bowles will check back in now for Bittner.
Coach Shea Fleener generally uses about a 10-player rotation. I think we've seen about 9 of the 10, exception of actually 8 of the 10. No Michael Belt, no Aiden Black so far tonight. Both of those guys usually solid contributors. They'll step off to the left. Missed 2 there from Shamir Wilson and Nate Schwartzfeger. The rebound there in traffic. Touch from Rodney. Sent down to Antoine Black. Over to Keandre, who got tripped up that time, trying to come from the near wing and in.
Yeah, that's going to be on Darnell, who just, it's a football game. That would have been the old block in the back, right?
Yes. Kind of tripped him, too. Here's Schwartzfeger off the inbounds pass, fires the three off the mark. It's deflected out of bounds, and over to Albert Gallatin. I mentioned one of the guys we've not seen tonight, Steve. I have to think he's probably not dressed. Aiden Black led Albert Gallatin with 12 points against Laurel Highlands earlier on this year. 5'8" sophomore. Their leading scorer as well, averaging 12.2 points a game. Also, Michael Belt, usually a pretty good contributor as well. 6.7 for Shea Fleener's squad. Offensive foul called there on AG.
It's on Pratt.
The Mustangs will send it back in. 4:51 left before halftime, up 25-12. Across is Bolish. At far side, Schwartzfeger fires the three and hits it. Nate Schwartzfeger, his 6th May 3 of the season. And the Mustangs go up 16 now, 28-12. 4:35 left before halftime. Shamir Wilson now for Albert Gallatin, trying to spin off of Schwartzfeger. Back between the circles now to Cameron Pratt. Will pivot back off to his right to Isaac Ellsworth, coming far baseline. Leans a floater that ends up being an air ball. Shamir Wilson scoops it up on the near side. Back to Ellsworth, looking for another three. This one missed off the front of the rim. And Keandre the rebound there for the Mustangs. Keandre going coast to coast. Are they going to give him the and one? No. Called the foul on the floor. Wow. They got to give him the and one there, Steve. I mean, come on. The highlight reel play.
Big George was looking for it.
No, he was. Lead at 16. Rodney to send it in right to the basket in the Albert Gallatin zone. He'll touch it in there to Keandre, far corner. Keandre over the shoulder back to Rodney, coming far baseline. Resets to Antoine Black. He'll fire the three in and out. Cameron Pratt the rebound there for Albert Gallatin. Pratt sends it off and across. Cameron Pratt pulling up on the elbow. Now works left of the lane. Floats it out the front of the rim. No good. Rodney Gallagher, another rebound there for the Mustangs. Rodney back into the forecourt. Far corner, Keandre comes far baseline. Pretty move. Couldn't finish. Rebound, Grayson Jarrett throws it away. Was looking there for Blake White, cutting down the far boundary.
Threw it about in the 5th or 6th row in the stands.
Yes. Caden McKay checking back in on the Albert Gallatin side. As Keandre bounces it into Mason Bolish. Back to Keandre again on the far wing in the corner of Schwartzfeger. Now Bolish, another touch up top. Mason Bolish off to his right to Rodney. Another deep three, a little bit short that time. Rebound tipped around and then controlled there by Caden McKay for Albert Gallatin. Off and across to Blake White. White up top, fronted there by Keandre. White, nice little crossover move and tried a high feed intended for Jarrett right into the hands of Antoine Black for Laurel Highlands. Back to Rodney, driving and throwing it up over the shoulder and in. Rodney Gallagher now with 7. Mustangs go up 18 at 30-12 with 3:06 left before halftime. Far side for Albert Gallatin. Jarrett feed down low. McKay comes free for a quick 2. Only the second field goal of the second quarter for Albert Gallatin. First 2 off the Colonials bench for McKay. And it's 30-14 Mustangs here at the 2:50 mark of the first. Rodney sending it off to Black. Back to Keandre. 3 on the way. A little bit short that time. Black the offensive rebound. Resets to Rodney. Comes right down the lane. Floats it up and in. Rodney Gallagher now with 4 here in the second. 9 for the game. Lead at 18 again at 32-14. 2:32 left before halftime. Jarrett, long 3 far side, halfway down, rattled out there for Albert Gallatin. Gallagher, another rebound. Rodney off and across. Gallagher got stripped going up on the drive. Battle for the rebound, and Grayson Jarrett getting a little help there from McKay, able to come out of the pack with off to Shymere Wilson. Brings it back into the Mustang zone. Wilson on the far wing. Resets back in the corner there to Blake White. White now high on the right, working here on Schwartzfeger. They'll call a foul on the floor here against the Mustangs. Patrick Kavanaugh, Blaze Krisner getting set to check in for Laurel Highlands. Cameron Pratt to check in for Albert Gallatin. The foul posted on Nate Schwartzfeger, his first.
Game has a kind of a relaxed feel to it, like a preseason scrimmage or almost like a rec league game a little bit. It's just, I mean, they're playing hard, but they're just going up and down the floor.
Had some intensity early on, but once the Mustangs open up a double-figure lead, things certainly have loosened up. There's Blake White looking for a 3 off the mark. Patrick Kavanaugh, another rebound, trying to send it out on the far side. Got deflected back. Cameron Pratt finds it, and he's going to be called for the charge going up.
Yep, good job by Rodney. Got in there early and took that charge.
It's about the 4th charge we've seen called in this game.
Foul on Pratt. Just Coach Fleener doesn't have much choice right now. He's probably going to get him out of there.
I don't even have him posted up on the scoreboard right now as being in the game, but he is in the game. There's a little turnover force there by Albert Gallatin. I just meant up on the board. They don't have him as being actively on the floor, and he is on the floor. A little fadeaway make there on the far side. I think that was Cameron Pratt in traffic. It was. So Pratt now with 4. Shea Fleener is going to take a full timeout with 1:25 left before halftime. Mustangs have doubled up the Colonials at 32-16, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as a district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in basketball, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, go team!
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
1:25 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands with the basketball once again. Steve Albert Gallatin showing a little backcourt pressure. Broken across by Bolish over to Keandre. Nice little handoff, and Patrick Kavanaugh missed on the slam. First time we've even seen him attempt that this season, Steve.
Well, it was a good try. Just got to jump a little higher, that's all. But he was that would have been a pretty nice dunk.
Keandre forcing the steal there on Jarrett. Look out, could be showtime. Keandre racing back. Look at that one, a spin in and draw the foul in the process. What a game Keandre is having here on Senior Day. 16 points. And the Mustangs go up now 18 at 34-16. Keandre an opportunity now to tack another one on. Shea Fleener didn't like the call, Steve.
I don't know what he's arguing about. I don't know if he's arguing about that call. Maybe something on the other end.
Nonetheless, Keandre to attempt a free throw here. He's 70% for the season, 68 of 97, but misses here. Now Albert Gallatin with a rebound. Cross to Blake White, bullish with pressure. Ball comes loose. Scrum is on like hot potato right now. Blake White finds it. He'll float one up. Shot attempt no good, but he got fouled. And White will have a pair of free throws.
Trying to stab it with a fork.
Yes.
They just couldn't pick it up. It was a hot potato. The foul goes on Bittner. I don't know. They put that on Krisner.
They did. His second. Now you have White headed to the foul line. He's 19 of 39 so far this season, 49%. Albert Gallatin as a team, 57%, 113 of 199. First of two here, good for Blake White. Gives him 3 points on the game. He scored 3 against the Mustangs earlier on this month. 34-17 now, Laurel Highlands. 45 seconds left before halftime. Second of two free throws, no good that time from White. Laurel Highlands with the rebound. Keandre in the backcourt here after the miss. Colonial showing a little pressure. Kavanaugh touch back to Keandre. Floated down low, bullish, out to Krisner. A little juggle, regains. Now Rodney here high on the right. Reset, edge of the zone. Double team comes out. Off to his right to Krisner. Bounce to his left to Keandre. That 3-second call down low?
Very rare.
Wow.
Rare call there. And Kavanaugh had half of his size 12 shoes there. Probably looks like he's got some big feet. But I only think about half of his shoe was in that lane. So that's a tough call there to go against the
Seen
Kavanaugh.
Some questionable calls early on. Grayson Jarrett leaning in, getting fouled on that shot attempt.
They're going to call that on Kavanaugh, either him or Gallagher.
So Jarrett will head back to the free throw line.
Krisner again. And Krisner wasn't anywhere near it. He's looking at the ref saying, what did I do?
Right, his third.
Yeah.
So 3 quick ones for Blaze Krisner. For the Mustangs, still a healthy lead at 34-17.
Don't get Bittner in the game for Krisner. Krisner
limping off a little bit.
He's looking a little ginger there, isn't he? He got hit in the throat, he's telling Coach Hogger.
Now Jarrett to attempt 2 free throws. He's one of Albert Gallatin's better free throw shooters at 75%. 24 of 32 coming in and knocks down the first of 2 here. Pretty good stat line, averages 9.5 points and 7 rebounds a game for Shea Fleener's squad. 34-18 now, Mustangs over the Colonials. And 15 seconds left before halftime. Second of 2 free throws good for Grayson Jarrett. So Jarrett with 4, lead down to 15, and they double Rodney in the backcourt and force the turnover. Coming back inside there, Jeremiah Darnell.
Wow,
they're going to call a jump ball.
That's a Shea did not like that call. Looked like Rodney kind of reached around, hooked him, and then got his hand on the ball.
Rodney home run ball down to Kavanaugh. Will spin it up and in. Patrick Kavanaugh. He has 6. 36-19 Mustangs. Final shot of the quarter. Blake White comes up short here on the near side. So head to halftime. Laurel Highlands 36, Albert Gallatin 19. Stay tuned for a halftime show. It's brought to you by the Ratcliffe Law Firm. It comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Folks, we're kicking off the new year with some inventory that's actually here on the ground. I'm talking about 25 F-150s, 12 Explorers, 6 Escapes, 11 EcoSports, and that's just to name a few. And deals, yep, we're making them. If you've been playing the waiting game, it's time to stop, click, or call and talk to one of our friendly sales staff today.
And if you have a bit more time, you can still pre-select one of our inbound vehicles, or we can place a factory order just for you. Pre-owned, we got them. We have over 60 vehicles here and available. Most are certified with factory warranty. and you have a vehicle in the driveway that you just don't drive, well, consider this. We will buy your vehicle from you even if you don't buy one from us.
That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, 724-425-5980, 724-425-5980, or visit our website at 40uniontown.com.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958, 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. If you've been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim, are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958, 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Facides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. As a graduate of Laurel Highlands and a letterman myself, I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Facides saluting all of the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Hello, Uniontown. Mayor Bill Gerke here. There's nothing quite like the feeling of home, that sense of belonging, fall Friday night lights, winter evenings in the gym, and spring afternoons at Bailey Park, always rooting on our Red Raiders. My hope is that our community's next generation can have similar memories, and therefore, we must plan for the future. During my first term, the city has rehabilitated Bailey Park, begun our city's first comprehensive plan in over 20 years. Started work on the city's section of the Sheepskin Trail, worked on eliminating blight and rebuilding our neighborhoods, updated equipment in the parking garages, and we're bringing a more reliable, faster, and less expensive internet service to city residents. We have done a lot, but there's still more to do. So I, Bill Gerke, am running for re-election. We're Uniontown proud, and together we can continue to improve Uniontown for the next generation.
Paid for by Mayor Bill Gerke.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Back here, halftime at Laurel Highlands. Mustangs up 36-19 on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm and our Peachens Pharmacy scoreboard at halftime. Uniontown leading Bell Vernon 31-28. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve?
Okay, for the Colonials, White with 3 points, Pratt with 4, Ellsworth, those 2 quick threes, he stuck at 6 points, Jarrett with 4, and McKay with 2. They had 10 in the first, 19 in the second, and that's their total for the half. They did have 2 3-pointers and 3 free throws that they poured in. for their 19 total. The Mustangs finished with the Shields with 16 points, Gallagher with 9, Bolish with 2, Schwartzfeger with 3, Kavanaugh with 6. They scored 21 in the first, 15 in the second for 36 at the half. They did have 4 3-pointers, 2 by the Shields, 1 by Gallagher, and 1 by Schwartzfeger, as they build a 36-19 halftime lead.
Again, the Mustangs back in action on Friday at Vernon, taking on the Leopards. Again, that tip time moved up a half hour. Game will start at 7 o'clock. We're on the air at 6:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. In 36-19, Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Supervisor Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox. Only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with 6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease loyalty or conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Helping you help others. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital is holding a health care hiring event Thursday, February 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the hospital and community room number 2. If you are interested in working for WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, this event is for you. The hospital is looking for imaging healthcare professionals, radiology, computer tomography, and general laboratory employees. The event will feature on-site interviews, facility tours, a question and answer session with staff, and refreshments and snacks will be provided. This is also a great opportunity to learn all about the benefits of working at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, including employee-dependent tuition benefits to West Virginia University. Register today. Email Mandy, the Director of Diagnostic Imaging at the hospital, at mandy.konecko@wvumedicine.org or phone 724-430-5333. That's the Helping You Help Others WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Healthcare Hiring Event Thursday, February 9th from 3 to 7 at the hospital and community room number 2. Don't miss it.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands school basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at Amador Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Ready to start the third quarter.
John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this year. He would also like to recognize all of the talented student athletes who showcase their efforts either on the field or on the sidelines as members of the cheerleading squad or band during game time and halftime performances. Again, this message brought to you by Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, John Marietta, wishing everyone the best of luck this year. This message has been paid for by HBJ Radio.
Albert Gallatin with the basketball to start the third quarter. Long three from the far side, off the mark there from Isaac Ellsworth. Mustangs with it back on the other side, leading by 17 at 36-19. Rodney touching it off to Kavanaugh, going cross court near side. Michael Bittner. Bittner a little scoop up. Shot attempt no good. Albert Gallatin the rebound. Out of the pack with it there, White off to Shymir Wilson. Has the seam, takes it, lays it up, but the shot didn't drop. That was uncontested, Steve.
I thought he probably, oh, here we go.
Keandre with authority on the near side. Slams it in.
Oh,
Give him 18.
What's the whistle?
Not sure what they're going to call here. It's a clear slam.
Did they count the basket?
They posted up on the scoreboard at 38-19. I don't know what was called or why they stopped it. It was a clean slam. And the Mustangs go up 38-19. There's no foul signal, so we'll play on now. Here's Blake White up top trying to work back on Keandre. Spins on the inside and got stripped going up. Keandre off the rod. He might be Showtime Part 2. This time Keandre will just touch it up and in. Off the feed from Gallagher. Give Rod the assist. And now another quick turnover here from Albert Gallatin.
He just threw it away. Threw the ball, hit the official.
Yes. And Rodney will send it back in, lead at 21 right now at 40-19. 6:50 left here in the third. High feed going into Bolish. Holds here, edge of the zone. Mason works off to his left. Touch from Bittner. Back to Bolish. Three on the way. Off the mark there. And Blake White pulls down the rebound for Albert Gallatin. White touches up to Shymir Wilson. Watched there by Bittner. Screen set by White as Wilson tries to look for operating room. He'll float one on the way and good.
Nice.
Shymir Wilson. His first two of the game. Kind of got robbed of two back in the opening quarter, but no doubt about that one.
He just missed a layup, and I think he probably was expecting some heavy contact that never came, and it just threw him off a little bit.
I was talking about the one, Steve, where he was called for the charge.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here's Kavanaugh long two up top, no good. Grayson Jarrett the rebound there for Albert Gallatin. 40-21 Mustangs, 6:03 left here in the third. Ellsworth pulling it off there to Pratt. We'll switch back here again to Shymir Wilson. Shymir working left of the lane. Tried a little drop off there to Jarrett. Got poked by Kavanaugh into the hands of Michael Bittner, who will hop it up and in. So Michael Bittner, his first two off the Mustang bench, and coming back. Quick layup score there by Grayson Jarrett, and a timeout called by Laurel Highlands. So take it as well. 42-23 Mustangs, 5:37 left here in the third. We're back in 60 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Look no more. With over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you need a truck, car, or SUV, you'll find it at Gary's Auto Sales. Browse the website at Gary'sAutoSales.com or call 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales, in business since 1974 with the motto, many miles, many smiles. On Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, Gary's Auto Sales, a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands Mustangs basketball.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Laurel Highlands with the basketball. Mason Bolish, and I think it was an alley-oop, Steve. But it goes a made three.
Yeah.
Keandre never came over, and Bolish's three goes in to give him 5, and the lead at 45-23.
That was definitely a pass, but we'll take it.
Colonials, Michael Belt, who we didn't see earlier, Steve, had it deflected away down low. Then Bolish turns it over for the Mustangs, getting a little sloppy out there. White coming back. Off-balance shot, no good, but he was fouled, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. By the way, on our Peaches Pharmacy scoreboard, third quarter across town, Uniontown up 41-36 on Bell Vernon. Now Blake White to shoot 2. He's 1 of 2 so far in this game from the free throw line, 49% so far this season. Mustangs lead by 22, make it 21 as White cuts into it, making his first of 2. Michael Bittner checks out. Ethan Koffler in on the Laurel Highlands side. Koffler, 5'9", junior guard, averages a point and a half a game for Laurel Highlands. Second of 2 free throws from White on the way in, good again. So White's hit 3 of 4 free throws in this game. And now a quick whistle. And they're going to say the ball wasn't inbounded properly there for the Mustangs. And Albert Gallatin's going to get it back. They saying Rodney's foot was on the line, Steve?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm watching the replay because we're a second or 2 behind, and it looked okay to me. It looked like the Shields got up, kind of lifted his foot up in the air and threw it into Gallagher. So I don't know what they were thinking.
You also have Aiden Black into the game. Black and Belt both did not play in the first half for Albert Gallatin. They've been 2 of the Colonials' leading scorers so far this season. Now another foul called here on the Mustangs as Black was going up. They called it on Gallagher.
That's his second.
It's a second team foul on Laurel Highlands here in the second half. They'll bounce it in, and Patrick Cavanaugh came away with it. Touch from Keandre, over to Koffler, threw it off the glass, missed on the floater. Keandre got the rebound. They called a jump ball down.
Wow. Don't you have to tie it up for a second? I don't think he ever had it long enough to jump ball it.
There's been a lot of questionable calls in this one. Laurel Highlands leading 45-25, 4:32 left here in the third. Here's Keandre underneath, handing off to Gallagher. Touched off Bolish, open look for 3. It rattles out. Rebound tipped around and finally controlled there by Grayson Jarrett of Albert Gallatin. Jarrett brings it across, flips it back to Aiden Black. Now kicked in the corner. 3 on the way, good for Cameron Pratt. Pratt's first 3 ball of the game has 7 points. It's 45-28 Mustangs with 4:07 left here in the third. Gallagher back on the other side for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher long 2 up top, good. Rodney Gallagher puts him into double figures with 11. 47-28 Laurel Highlands. It was a 2, Steve. 3:51 left here in the third. Here's Aiden Black off to Jarrett after a little juggle. Jarrett regains and floats it up and in again. So 8 for Grayson Jarrett. 47-30 Laurel Highlands with 3:40 left here in the third. Bolish touchdown low. Cavanaugh throws it up over the shoulder and in. Patrick Cavanaugh having a nice game with 8. Mustangs up 19 at 49-30. 3:30 left here in the third. Aiden Black up top. Watch there by Bolish. Pulls it back again to Blake White. White trying to work here on Bolish. Spins on the inside. Resets back to Michael Belt. Jumper near elbow. No good. Belt. Offensive rebound. Grayson Jarrett got blocked going up. Third attempt on the possession. Blake White floats it up and in. And a timeout called here by Albert Gallatin. 49-32 Mustangs. 3:11 left here in the third. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Whether you have trouble swallowing, acid reflux, abdominal pain, bowel habit difficulties, or fatty liver disease, our team at U.S. Digestive Health is here for you. And importantly, if you have reached age 45, we urge you to follow the American Cancer Society guidelines and get a screening colonoscopy. To learn more, call us at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs up 49-32 over Albert Gallatin. Crosstown on our Peaches Pharmacy scoreboard. Uniontown up 44-41 on Bell Vernon. That one getting tight, Steve. Looks like the Red Raiders might have a little third quarter foul trouble. Here, Ethan Koffler will send it in for the Mustangs. We enjoyed a little Neil Diamond there during that last timeout. Always one of my favorites. Here's Keandre up top, right down the lane. Keandre fighting off the double team and getting another 2 to go. Keandre coming to play here on senior night. Again, he committed to play football earlier on today at St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Has 22 on the basketball court tonight. And Michael Belt, check that, Aiden Black. That's Aiden Black scooping that one up and in for his first 2 of the game.
He just flicked it up there.
Yes, he did. 51-34 Mustangs. Keandre to a cutting Patrick Kavanaugh. And Kavanaugh another make. He's in double figures with 10.
Another one looked awkward. Kavanaugh just did a good job of catching it and putting it up. Ooh, look at that scoop
Tough shot. Could have been actually a 10-yard penalty on Keandre for holding.
Yeah, I saw that. He grabbed his jersey.
Yes, on the white drive.
And then they call the foul on Kavanaugh.
Correct.
That's a tough one. So some curious officiating tonight.
Well, Keandre wanted to make sure he didn't get to the basket, so just grabbed that jersey a little bit. Now White back to the line where he's 3 of 4 so far today. Make it 4 of 5. That one sat on the front of the rim before dropping in for Blake White. And this Colonials team, Steve, still battling. It's 53-34, 2:27 left here in the third.
Well, it's a mark of a Shea Fleener team just to get his kids playing hard till the end.
White second of 2. That one missing off the front of the rim. Deflected around on the far side where Kavanaugh hangs it back off to Rodney Gallagher. 53-35. They're late crediting that last free throw make, so the lead at 18. Schwartzweger pulling it back to Gallagher. Resets now high on the right. Touch from Kavanaugh. Down low, actually, Keandre had that one deflected away. Last touch by Albert Gallatin going out. Remain Laurel Highlands basketball here in the Albert Gallatin zone with 2:07 left in the third. The Mustangs leading by 18.
So they gave White credit for that basket when he on the free throw?
Well, the first one was good, but they never put it up on the scoreboard initially. There's Keandre down, a little fade away. And looking for the tip-in was Rodney, and both missed. Albert Gallatin racing back. Michael Belt kicking in the corner. 3 on the way. Good Aiden Black. So Black, who did not play in the first half, has 5 here in the third. And Albert Gallatin now back to within 15 of Laurel Highlands at 53-38. Keandre over to Gallagher. Floated across Blaze Krisner. Krisner on the near boundary getting fouled there by Aiden Black. You have to wonder, Steve, what the situation was on Belt and Black. They're 2 normal starters. Did not see the court at all in the first half. And you wonder if something happened, maybe a missed practice issue. Not sure what the situation was, but they've both made an impact here since coming into the game in the third quarter.
Yes, they have.
Here's Rodney driving right down the lane. Tough shot, but got it to go. So Rodney Gallagher, 4 in the third, 13 for the game, 55-38 Mustangs. 1:21 left here in the third. Michael Belt on the far side. Spun off to the right to Aiden Black. Black will fire the 3 off the mark. Kavanaugh there with the rebound. Off to Rodney Gallagher. Rodney now back across for the Mustangs. Rodney right down Main Street, getting the basket to go in 1. Rodney Gallagher has 6 here in the third, 15 for the game. Could tack on another one here at the foul line. Mustangs haven't had too many free throw attempts in this game, Steve. I think you just had the 1 miss from Keandre in the first half.
That's it. It's the only one I have.
Yep. Second personal on Aiden Black. (57-38) Laurel Highlands. Now Gallagher to cap off the 3-point play. He does with a made free throw.
16 for Gallagher.
58-38, lead at 20. Michael Belt, touch back, Aiden Black. Sends it down low. Tough shot trying to reposition there was Jeremiah Darnell. Couldn't get it to go. And Kavanaugh will push it off to Rodney Gallagher. Brings it across on the far side to Krisner. A little ball fake on the 3. Pulls it back to Rodney, edge of the zone. Again, Blaze out there with 3 personals on the Laurel Highlands side. Kicked in the corner. Schwartzweger for 3. Sends it in. Second made 3 of the game for Nate Schwartzweger. He has 6. Lead at 23. Colonials answer back. That's Ellsworth again. Steve, his third made three of the night. He has 9, 61-41. 20 seconds left here in the third. Keandre at midcourt, down to Kavanaugh, wide open.
He should have dunked that one.
10 feet of him. Lays it up and in. He has 12. 63-41 Mustangs, and a throwaway there. Was it deflected? It was. Albert Gallatin will keep possession here in the Laurel Highlands zone. 4.7 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Ellsworth to trigger it in. Into Michael Belt. Belt on the far wing. Over to Aiden Black. He'll fire the three. It's off the mark. That'll end the third quarter. 63-30. Check that. 63-41. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Fourth quarter coming your way next year in 60 seconds on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now, it's the other Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox. Only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly for $6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs up 63-41 over Albert Gallatin. Crosstown, they're in the fourth quarter. Uniontown a 50-43 lead over Bell Vernon. That game just getting underway with the fourth quarter. So a lot of good basketball in Fayette County tonight. Mustangs looking to improve to 15-2 overall with a win here tonight. And they'll travel to Bell Vernon on Friday, 7 o'clock tip-off in Rostraver Township on Friday night. We're on the air at 6:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Playing a little country roads. Rodney Galler's going to hear a lot of that song, Steve, over the next couple of years. Sure, you're quite familiar with that tune as well. Did they play that back in your day?
Yes, they did.
A little drive in there from Aiden Black. Gets fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Usually played after every WVU game.
Yep. As soon as the game's over.
Cue it up. So Black heading to the foul line. He's 48% for the season. Misses on the first of two here. Get our live video stream tonight, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon and Ford of Uniontown. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick, Donnie Santor behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Snags is in the house.
Yes, he is. Brought you some nice pepperoni rolls tonight as well. As Black hit the second free throw, 63-42 Mustangs. 7:42 left here in regulation. Keandre open near side for three, in and out. Long rebound. Schwartzfeger keeps it alive. Back to Keandre again. Now Schwartzfeger, he'll fire the three from the corner. Not the front of the rim, no good. Rodney Gallagher the rebound there. Mustangs getting some offensive rebounds. Good sign on this possession. Schwartzfeger again, this time another one in and out. Almost identical to the previous shot. Black, that's Aiden Black, breaking back for Albert Gallatin, and he'll get called for the trap.
Shea giving the old stink eye to the official. He didn't like that call.
He's not afraid to speak his mind.
No.
Gallagher.
Gotta stick up for your team.
Yes. Off to Keandre. Floated back to Rodney again up top, and now Keandre. He'll take a step back three from the near wing and hit it. Keandre to Shields, 25 in this game. His third made three. Has the Mustangs up 24 now. It's 66-42. 6:56 left here in the fourth, and Nate Schwartzfeger will pick up a foul there on the shot attempt from Michael Belt. Fans don't like it here on the Mustang side.
Should be the third on Schwartzfeger.
Now Michael Belt looking for his first points of the game. He's 50% from the foul line. Makes his first of two here. 5'10 junior guard, averages 6.7 points a game on the Albert Gallatin side. Now 66-43. Belt is second of 2.
Pretty high scoring third quarter.
Yes.
The Mustangs came in with 27, and AG matched them with 22. So
a lot of end-to-end action.
Yep.
We have a timeout on the court. 6:54 left in regulation. Belt hit both free throws. 66-44. Mustangs are back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs up 66-44. Crosstown, Uniontown up 58-47 on Vernon midway through the fourth quarter. So the Red Raiders, Steve, looking pretty good, up 11. Trying to stay unbeaten in conference play. If the Mustangs get by Vernon on Friday night, then you'd have the final Uniontown-Laurel Highlands game conceivably, if everyone else takes care of business, where the Mustangs would have an opportunity to win a share of the section and Uniontown can win it outright. See how things shake out. Here's Gallagher fighting for positioning, coming far, baseline and connecting. So Rodney with 18 in this game. Lead at 68-44 for Laurel Highlands with 6:32 to play. Ball rolling out of bounds there off of Albert Gallatin now. The Mustangs will get it back again, and Rodney looking for a home run ball. See if he goes deep. No, he's going to go short to Krisner. Now he was going to reel one down there to Keandre.
It was a bubble screen.
Yes, it was. Didn't go for the home run ball. Here's Krisner driving in, a little hop step, and got fouled. So Blaze will have 2 free throws upcoming. It's a good bounce back, though, Steve, for Uniontown if they can hang on after that loss against Aliquippa on Sunday.
4th foul on Pratt.
Cameron Pratt, 5'9 junior guard for Albert Gallatin. Blaze Krisner's attempted only 1 free throw so far this season, 0 of 1. Make it 0 of 2 as he misses on his first of 2 here. He's yet to score in this game. And Mason Bullish will check in for Nate Schwartzfeger. 6:19 left in regulation. Krisner, second of 2, good. His first point of the game. Senior here on Senior Day. Shymir Wilson switching back here with Cameron Pratt from the near elbow. Pratt repositions, pulls back to Ellsworth. That was a travel. His make will not count. And the Mustangs will get it back up 25 with 6:09 to play. And remind you that Laurel Highlands Vernon game on Friday will tip at 7 o'clock. We're on the air at 6:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Rodney going deep this time to Antoine Black, who threw it over his shoulder.
Good
save there by Keandre, high on the right in the Albert Gallatin zone. Not the way they drew it up. But the Mustangs keep it alive, and Black looking for the 3 from the corner, no good. Albert Gallatin on the rebound. Antoine Black, Steve, has not scored in this game, and now Gallagher forcing a turnover. Interception there, drives back between defenders, floats it up and in, and draws the foul in the process. Rodney Gallagher now with 20, can make it 21 here at the foul line. Lead at 71-44 with 5:48 left in regulation.
Ellsworth gets the foul, only his second.
Rodney now to tack on another free throw. It's on the way, but no good. Albert Gallatin with the rebound. Brought back across, Shymir Wilson. Wilson driving right down the lane. Missed there on the drive, tipped around out in front. Jarrett missed the first attempt and got fouled by Keandre on the second attempt.
It's going to be on Black. Keandre got all ball. There's no way they're calling that on Keandre.
You're right.
They call it on Black with the body.
I'll send Jarrett to the free throw line. Jarrett 8 points in this game. 75% for the season from the free throw line. 2 of 2 tonight. First of 2 here, no good for Grayson Jarrett. Uniontown starting to run away now, up 64-49 over Bell Vernon in the fourth quarter.
Give Colonials credit. They're still grinding it out, trying to get some points.
Jarrett's second of 2 free throws good. 9 points in this game for Grayson Jarrett.
Still pressing.
Yes, they are. 71-45 Mustangs. 5:30 to play. Keandre brings it across. Fronted there by Michael Belt. Belt's dad, Steve, loves to film all the games. In fact, he bought the exact same camera we have to film all of Michael's games as Blaze Krisner launches a 3 off the mark. Got his own rebound back.
It's a nice little camera.
Yes, it is. Dedication there.
Is he here tonight?
I don't see him. Maybe he's just using our feed tonight since we're here. Saw him down at Albert Gallatin earlier on this season. Here's Black on the inside. He'll get the basket to go in one. Antoine Black. First 2 of the game for Antoine. 6'2" sophomore forward. Foul posted on Grayson Jarrett, his second. 5th team foul on the Albert Gallatin side here in the second half. Mustangs lead now at 28. Black can make it 29. Free throw is good for Antoine Black. Black, the 8th Mustang to score in this game. Ellsworth looking for another deep 3 on the Albert Gallatin side, and he hits it again. The freshman, Steve, has drained 4 threes.
That's it, all threes.
Yes, has 12 points, 74-48. Bullish scooping it over. Down to Keandre. Keandre repositions and gets another 2 to go. 5 here in the fourth, 27 for the game for Keandre to Shields. 76-48 Laurel Highlands. Shymere Wilson underneath, threw it over the shoulder, couldn't get the shot to drop. Keandre another rebound. In the corner to Bullish. Ball fake on the 3, back to Rodney again. Rodney resets, being watched there by Wilson. Now backs off edge of the zone, 4:08 left here in the fourth. Rodney bounced it down to Keandre, posting up, little fadeaway long 2, no good. And underneath, the rebound brought down by Grayson Jarrett, off and across to Michael Belt. Belt off to his left, got fouled there by Mason Bullish. Now be on the floor, the 7th team foul on the Mustangs. Will be a 1-and-1 here for Belt and Albert Gallatin. Schaefliner just 1 timeout remaining. Laurel Highlands with 4 remaining. Not going to matter too much, though, Steve, with a lead of 28 right now.
No.
And 76-48. Uniontown still up 66-52. That game getting late as well, final couple of minutes. And Michael Belt making the front end of a 1-and-1, and now the Mustangs a full line change.
27 for Shields. That'll finish him off. 20 for Gallagher.
You check out
5 for Bolish. Krisner with just 1.
Now you have Bittner, Schwartzfeger, Layton, Koffler, and Ringer in the game for the Mustangs. As Belt makes the second free throw, so he's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Now Cameron Pratt checking out. They brought Caden McKay back in. And Layton will send it off here to Bittner. Bittner across, working left of the lane. No room there on the baseline. Pulled it over to Koffler, swung to Ringer, and now Schwartzfeger on the far wing. 3:43 to play. Laurel Highlands the basketball, leading by 26. Schwartzfeger back to Bittner again. Bittner between defenders, laying it up and in. 4 now for Michael Bittner. 78-50 Mustangs. 3:30 left here in the fourth. Underneath, turnover there from Aiden Black. Ethan Koffler finds it. He'll spot up for the 3 and rattle it home. Ethan Koffler's first points of the night come from outside the arc. 5'9" junior guard. 81-50 Laurel Highlands. Coming back, Ellsworth. Floater in the lane, no good. Koffler the rebound, out to Bittner, driving back on Belt. Belt might have got a partial block. You had Ringer come over there trying to clean it up. Ball got deflected out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands and out, and Albert Gallatin will send it in. We have a running clock here for the final 3 minutes. And the Uniontown-Bell Vernon game has gone final. Red Raiders win by 17 tonight, 69-52. They pulled away in that fourth quarter, so Uniontown still unbeaten in conference play. They bounced back after that loss against Aliquippa on Sunday. And now improved to 7-0 in the conference, 69-52 over Bell Vernon. The Leps will battle the Mustangs on Friday in Rostraver Township, 7 o'clock tip-off. Little issue down below, Steve. Not sure what that was all about.
I think Ellsworth got hit in the nose, and they needed to get the trainer over there to look at him, so he kind of went over the Laurel Highlands bench. It's an offensive foul.
Yep. On the far side, so the Mustangs get it back, and they'll check in a couple more seniors here late. At the scorer's table, you have Noah Bryant, and Josh Stenger will check in. Nice to see those guys getting some late action.
Bittner finishes with 4. Schwartzweger with 6, had a couple of three-pointers.
I see a lot of guys getting involved here on senior day. Layton in the backcourt will dribble it up. There's a little help there from Koffler, 2:15 to play. Koffler back across, probably try to feed Stenger and Bryan here a little bit. And Stenger has it taken away. Racing back is Blake White. He'll lay it up and in. 10 for Blake White. 81-52 Mustangs. 1:56 left here in the fourth. Here's Koffler out of his own zone. Picked up there by Belt. Koffler off to his left. Saved there by Noah Bryant. Now they're going to call a travel there on Bryant. The Colonials will get it back with 1:41 to play. Michael Belt will send it in. Touched in there to Caden McKay. Now back to Belt again. Belt up top. Kicking it out far side. Blake White spots up for the 3 and drains it. So White with 5 here in the fourth. 13 for the game. 81-55 Mustangs. 1:18 to play. Koffler off to Ringer, and a timeout taken here by the Mustangs. Take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
So we come back. Noah Bryant missing on a 3. Mikel Belt looking for a scoop up. On the Albert Gallatin side, no good. Scrum for the rebound. Ringer finds it. Stenger then touching it down on the far side, and they try to pull it back there from Suchovitz back to Bryant. Lost the handle, and Belt with it back on the other side. Little lean in and a hard foul there on Aiden Black. And the clock running. The Mustangs took the lead up over 30 here in the fourth quarter. Now sits at 81-55. They'll stop it here for the free throws with 35.6 left. Aiden Black with 6 second-half points on the Albert Gallatin side. First of 2 free throws, no good. He's now 1 of 3 from the foul line. 5'8" sophomore guard came in averaging 12.2 points a game. Had 12 against the Mustangs earlier on this month. Now Black for a second of 2 on the way and good for Aiden Black. 81-56 Laurel Highlands. Final 30 seconds of regulation. Ringer out to Suchovitz on the far side. Now Josh Stenger go cross court near side to Noah Bryant. But back in the corner there to DJ Pratt. Try to go down to Bryant and had deflected away by Shymir Wilson. Shymir off to his left. Blake White pulls it in. White triple team, trying to send it back to Shymir. Got intercepted there by Josh Stenger. 5 seconds left. Mustangs need to hurry. They try to bounce pass off to Noah Bryant. Got intercepted, and that'll do it. 81-56. Mustangs win it over the Albert Gallatin Colonials tonight. Laurel Highlands improves to 15-2 overall, 6-1 in conference play. Loss drops the Colonials to 3-12 overall, 0-7 in the conference. They've lost 9 straight. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
UPMC Centers for Rehab